G'day guys, what's cracking? It's your old mate 2Aussie here again. So today we're going to do another chicken snitty chips and gravy, and we're going to hit K-Town, Katoomba. We're going to go to one of the locals called Cattlefish. So here's the deal. I looked it up online and we can order this online, which is totally useful. I love it when I can do that. So I'm going to order this, but here's the deal. $15.10 for a chicken snitty, chips, gravy, and a little beveragino. I reckon that ain't too bad for a local takeaway, but there is one thing. We don't know what size this chicken schnitzel is going to be. And this is going to be one of those times where size really does matter. Now, if it's a little bit small, we don't want that. But if it's humongous, which I'm not expecting, don't expect things to be humongous these days. That'll be an added bonus, and there'll be more to wrap my laughing gear around. I'm expecting this thing to be average. Now, when it comes to size, average is pretty good, I reckon. So I'm going to head in and grab this thing, but there's something they've got there that I've tried before that I really just can't resist. They have a fish cocktail snack pack, which has 3 fish cocktails and 2 potato scallops. Anyway, guys, I'm going to stop jabbering along now. I'm going to go in, I'm going to order this, head in and grab the goods, and I'll circle back to you. Come with. Good, thanks. I have to pick up order 4430. If you don't mind, yeah, that'd be good. And we're back, babies. Let's get this party started. Everything worked out to plan. You love to see it. I do love to see it. It's always good when that happens. Makes life a lot more easier. So we got the goods. We're all in a little goodie bag as well. What's in the bag? We got gravy. Quite a decent amount of gravy. I don't reckon we'll use all that, but that's cool. For $1.50, that's how much it was. At least we got a decent amount. We got my little extra thing that isn't snitty and chips and gravy. We got the potato scallops with 3 fish cocktails, or you could have swapped the scallops for chips. All up to you. You do you, boo-boo. I did what I planned. So here it is, the star of the show. They didn't give me any utensils. You know what? That's cool. I bought my own. You got to come prepared for these things. I didn't even think to ask either. Here it is, your old schnitty, chips and gravy. Now, I was saying size does matter. That's a pretty decent size, I reckon. Not bad. Decent size. Look at those chips. They look irresistible. Gotta have a chip. Oh yeah, baby. Actually, looks can be deceiving sometimes. They look well done. They're very soft on the inside. I am loving them. I'm impressed. Now, should I leave it on here or should I put it on a plate? I reckon let's put it on a plate. Let's do it. I'm not going to show you that guy yet. We'll save that for Ron. This is an added bonus. It wasn't supposed to be a part of it. I can't resist it when I go to that place. It's such a sweet little deal. So let's whack it all out on the plate. And then we'll have a little mangiati. That looks pretty good. Quite thin though. I didn't notice that when I first looked at it. It's a little bit thin, but I guess the one good thing about it being thin, it'll cook properly. Oh, I can't resist these chips. Look at that one. That's humongous. Well, mon escapee. There it is. Our chicken, schnitty. I was going to say dinner, but it's about lunchtime now. Quite a decent amount of chips. Got a little gravy on there. And Bob's your uncle. That's it. The whole kit and caboodle. I reckon. Oh, and I forgot to mention, our little beveragino is Kirk's. Kirk's Creaming Soda. It's been a hot minute since we've had that one. Thought I'd grab something a little bit colourful. Alright, let's test out this gravy. I've got to say, it what I can see so far, it's looking a bit runny. It might be a bit thicker than the last one we had. Smells a bit average. Let's hope it tastes good. We'll test it out with a chip before we go any further. It's sort of medium, I guess. Not too runny, not too bad. It ain't bad. Gotta have another one. Gotta have a chip with gravy. Alright, let's pour some on. Pour some gravy on me in the name of love. Here we go. I really gotta stop that singing business. I'm going to put a little bit on there because I want to try a bit of the schnitzel on its own. The old schnitty. Keep the rest of that for wrong. It's looking top so far. Now I'll have a little manjari and then I'll talk to you about prices. If I can get this lid on. I want this lid on. I don't want that spilling in the car. Alright. Anywho, without further ado, I reckon it's time to tuck in. Give it a red hot crack. Not easy to do on this tray. It's wobbling everywhere. Alright guys, that's it. I've got to put my hand under this because it's dripping. That's your snitty chips with gravy. Let's give it a red hot crack. That might be too much to put in my mouth. Wait, I nearly lost it. It ain't bad. Can't get off these chips. They're a little bit soggy, but they look really cooked. Okay, so that hits in a pretty good way. Let's try a bit of schnitzel on its own without any gravy. Let's see how it hits. Not bad seasoning. I'm quite, it's not overpowering. You can taste the chicken. It is a pretty thin piece. That's the only thing I'm disappointed about. It's quite big, but very thin. I wouldn't say it's terrible. I would just say it's average. It's average. I like it. Wouldn't want to be any less flavour, otherwise I don't think I'll be too much of a happy chappy. Now, let me run a few numbers by you. The schnitzel itself with the chips, $10.80. So if you didn't want gravy, just schnitzel and chips, $10.80. I don't think that's too bad. Pretty decent amount of chips. The schnitzel's not too bad. Gravy, $1.50 more. And with our little beveragino, the whole kit and caboodle, $15.10. So drink, schnitzel and chips and gravy, $15.10. I don't reckon that's too bad of a little meal or a lunch. I mean, when I say little, like I said, there's a crap load of chips. If you like your chips, you won't be disappointed. And with the gravy, totally eats well. Now, beveragino. Today's beveragino is proudly brought to you by Cattlefish in K-Town, Katoomba Street, Katoomba. We have Kirk's creaming soda. You'll love to see it, and I reckon I will love to drink it. Let's crack it open and give it a swig. Well, actually, we'll pour it first. We've got the trusty new glass, which we may replace one day. Oh, look at the head on that. Wait for that to calm down a bit. It's nice and cold, and I didn't shake it up, so not sure why it's getting such a head on it, but anyway. And as usual, 375 mils, just fits. Now that was $2.80 on its own. I guess that's not too bad these days. Nostravia. I knew I shouldn't have wore this collared shirt. Just blends with it, doesn't it? Not to worry. Now, guys, I have to show you what I'm super juiced about. This, of course, I wanted it. More chips. Now, this thing, 3 fish cocktails, 2 potato scallops, or you could put more chips. Now, You can see we don't need more chips, that's for sure. Now, I have had this before, $5.80, and there's a little bit of a fish cocktail in there, a bit broken. $5.80, but hopefully they gave me an extra one because that's very small. It is chocolate block, so they're supposed to be, oh, this is looking good. We got our lemon. You love to have some lemon with your fish. I'll put them on here just for now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, 4. So we got 4 fish cocktails, which I'm totally impressed about. Potato scallops, that's a big one, or average size one. There's 2 small ones, so that's cool. I'm quite happy with that combo. Now, it did say chicken salt, so I went with chicken salt. I reckon this will be better than that, and I have tried it before. But the snitty is still not bad. A little bit of lemon on there. Nice, Gary. Now, I've got to try this first, of course. Our little potato scallop. Nice and crunchy, but cooked to perfection in the middle. I love it. I may eat these later, but I'll just show you a little bit of it. I've got to get through this thing first. So guys, if ever you're in K-Town, in Katoomba, go down Katoomba Street, go to Cattlefish and grab this thing if you can. Well, you should be able to. It is a total winner. It's amazing. It was $5.30. It's only gone up before lockdown and all that. It's only gone up 50 cents, so $5.80. I reckon it's still such a sweet little deal. I'd give that probably 5 stars out of 5 for value and for taste. Let's try this. Fish with the lemon. Doesn't get any better than that. I'm going to give that 4.5 stars out of 5. Now I'll give it 4.75 stars out of 5 for taste. That is an absolute winner, but I'm going to heat that up later. Save it for Ron. That'll be dinner later. I'll get onto this thing. Back to the chips. Gotta have 2 chips. Now this guy. How would I rate it? It's okay. Nothing too phantasmagorical, but I'm still pretty happy with it. It's good. With the gravy's quite nice. Actually, that piece tastes even better than the last one, so got a husky hit of the seasoning then. This is going for another one. So after having a bit more of a manjari, I reckon it ain't bad. I'm going to give it, for taste, 3.5 stars out of 5 for taste. And for value, I'm probably going to give it about a 3.75 stars out of 5 for value. No, you know what? Let's give it a 4. 4 stars out of 5 for value. So guys, not bad. I don't reckon the value was too bad for that, for a local takeaway shop. And you guys who like to support your locals, if you're in Katoomba, I definitely would recommend this place. They got burgers, fish and chips, nitties, all sorts of things going on in Cattlefish. So guys, I just need another swig. So guys, I got a vamoose. I'll love yous and leave yous, and I'll eat the rest of this off camera. So guys, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and remember, you can never be too Aussie. Hooroo, stay fresh. Give Cattlefish a crack if you're ever in Katoomba. You won't be disappointed.